Morning, morning, morning. And just so the fans at home know, um, so 7:31. Mitchy was like, "Oh, Anthony, I've got a hard 7:30. I've got a hard 7:30. I got to make 7:30 work." And look at this. He joins the Zoom, and I woke up. I've been up since 4 a.m. I've been reading books. I just got back from running another 15 miles probably in that neighborhood. Uh, Over here, just you know, creating success really. Um, and where's Mitchy? That's a great question. You think the guy would have a little more class, huh, folks? So a little more class. This guy's what a jamoke. This guy. He's putting out hit pieces on me on the blog. I'm on my own blog, huh? They killed my boy, huh? Fraser, drop a comment in the comments if you know. Drop a comment in the comments if you want Mitchy Steez to be permanently excommunicated from ng to gens.com. If I get one comment, and that includes myself, all right, if I get one comment, I'll do it. I don't really know how to code, but I'll pay a guy. Tell him he'll do it. All right, Mitchy, any commentary on that?
Yeah, man, that was a really good soliloquy right there.
Nice. I'm working on my monologue. I filled out an application at Lenny's acting school. He's been teaching me some stuff.
Oh, nice.
Getting back into coffee, by the way.
You getting back into coffee?
Yeah, I didn't drink coffee for a few years just because I didn't really have a coffee maker or coffee or a want. But I got a little tin of coffee. I got a little Keurig back there. I got one of those little Keurig K cup things. It's like a reusable K cup thing. You put the K cup in the Keurig, close the Keurig, pop, 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 pop. And you're saying I can't drink it black. Not a big black guy, Mitchy. You know that. You know that.
Did not know that.
Can't drink it black. Well, I can't. You know what I can drink black? Utopian coffee. That's the only coffee I've ever had where I'm like, that's me. I can do that by itself because it is fucking good. But regular black coffee, no free shout outs, no free advertising on the show. But I gotta have it with creamer. I don't put any sugar in it unless I'm out like out and about. But a little white mocha, little white mocha creamer. It's like Kroger. It's like $2. Why not? Huh?
Yeah, that's great.
Any commentary on that?
On the type of coffee you like to drink? No, not particularly.
Any commentary on this right here? Huh? Any commentary on that? Side question? Any any commentary? Oh, actually, I'm gonna put those guns away because he's wearing the goods. He's wearing the goods, folks. Look at that shit. Who's that handsome stud? Oh, and the signature. Look at that. Friend of what are you a friend of, Mitchy? You a friend of
The show.
you're a friend of the show. I love having the letters super low because like whenever you're on camera, you always have to like go friend of the and just stand up at the worst possible angle just to get the show in. Where'd you get that shirt by chance, sir? Now you got me energized. Now we got me motivated because it's about me now. It's about me. That's
Exactly. I was thinking about that this morning when you complimented my AM Antony blog. I was like, oh yeah, he did like that one. Oh, it was about him. That's why he liked it.
correct.
Oh, I got it over at bit.ly/dgens merch.
Wow, what a guy you are, huh? When's the Mitchy merch coming? Hashtag Mitchy merch. When's that coming, bub?
I don't know. I don't make those types of executive decisions. If
you're a shareholder in our organization, sir.
Okay, folks, I'm glad that that's recorded.
Which, by the way, well, no, it's where I have a contract straight written up. Here's the thing. Also, have you ever seen the movie War Dogs? And follow-up question, I know you haven't.
No.
Okay, it's a great movie. It's got Jonah Hill in it. Fat Jonah Hill, though, in it, which is, I fucking love Fat Jonah Hill. But it's skinny Jonah Hill, healthy Jonah Hill. I also like that joke, but for entertainment purposes, Fat Jonah Hill's fun. And that other guy, he's been in movies. But it's about the guys that basically sell guns, and grenades, and weapons and all sorts of stuff to the U.S. government for the Iraq War or something like 2000. I don't know. But in it, they wrote up an agreement between the two of them. It was on the screen for like half a second. So I paused it and I was like, shit, I don't know how to fucking write up a partnership agreement. I'll just fucking steal that. So I literally just stole all the words, right? Trimmed the stuff that wasn't important. We're going to have ceremonial signing of that said document in Miami. What do you think? Get it on paper.
Yeah, I think that everything that we're going to do content-wise in Miami, we should probably just bottle up into one, semi-short segment of time that'll be fun and quick hitting, so that for the folks at home, we have an incentive trip for our company, and Antony wants to turn it into entirely working and making it videos. And not going to happen. One, because I have a girlfriend and I would die. Number two is it's a vacation. It's a vacation, folks. So that's where, Antony wants us to be like walking around with GoPros the entire time and then like flipping them around and, making it a documentary. And it's not going to happen. We're going to do a skills challenge. That'll be fun. Maybe I'll sign some stupid paper. I'm sure that he's going to bring like 70,000 other ideas of things he's going to expect me to do that won't happen. But that's pretty much where it starts and ends.
These guys, Mitchy's not a company man. This is why I'm the majority shareholder in the Next Gen Sports Network. I'm a company man, and guess what? I'm out here. This trip is going to be a tax deductible expense for me. It's going to be a fucking not a tax deductible expense. I was trying to think of something clever there for that guy, because he's going to be sipping mimosas. He's going to be having some Miami Vices, having some I'm gonna have some continental breakfast. What do you? Come on, grow up.
Not a breakfast guy. You grow up.
No, you. Anyways, let's get to the sports, man. What do you say?
I think that sounds good. Big time bounce back for my Bearcats. They got absolutely smoked on Sunday by Houston. Houston, good. Houston, good team. Something to keep in mind for you, Antony. They are, I think because they lost before that UC game, that they dropped a little bit in the rankings to like number 12. They just played Western Kentucky, who is not, upper echelon team. Western Kentucky is 15-4 this year, and Houston just obliterated. I mean, they are just killing teams. They beat them, I think, by 24, 25, something like that. So they're a good team. Bearcats lost that one. They bounced back, and get this. They play today at 4 p.m. They play on a Friday afternoon at 4 p.m. Absolutely brutal for the Twitch stream and for anything else I want to do. As I detailed on the Instagram at Play by Play Mitch, they kind of, I got my hands tied behind my back right now.
Yeah, I mean, if I were, I would reach out to the board, the NCAA. I feel like they're very receptive to people's gripes. Players, fans. They're very receptive in general. They do what people want. So reach out to them. I'm sure they can make some adjustments, man.
Yeah. No, they're cool. Mark Emmert. I don't know if you saw the picture of Mark. He looks like the type of guy. Hang on, I'll pull him up. But I don't even know if I got around to mentioning that UC did win.
Yeah, I read your blog. I read your blog. There was
awesome. So yeah, wild game, wild finish. Bearcats are firmly in a spot. Go ahead. Oh, he's got it now.
70-69.
Yep, there you go.
Wait, what are you talking about?
Yeah, 70-69.
Wait, what are you doing?
All right, are we good now?
Good. What are you talking about?
It was glitching out.
Oh, you probably have bad. I'm not glitching out from my end. You're just waiting 4 seconds to respond, and they go, "Oh, are we Are you good now? I don't know. What are you talking about?
God, you're the absolute worst. Yeah, my connection was unstable for a second there. So that's why I was making sure, are you good? Yeah, that was 70 to 69. Yeah, I feel like that's never happened to anybody.
I feel like
you're the absolute worst.
You're like, can you hear me right now? Respond as soon as I stop talking right now.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I thought there was like a 4-second lag there or something like that.
No, it was just that my internet was unstable for a second.
You might want to leave. You might want to leave and come back because, like, when I stop talking, there's like a 2-second delay where you.
We are on the same page right now. That is not happening.
Are we?
Because you're trying to wait a little bit longer. You're just the worst.
No, I'm not.
I'm not leaving and coming back. I'm not leaving and coming back for you to be on the recording. Like, guys,
I promise I won't. I'm not. I just want to say
I'm on Zoom for my job every day in this exact same spot. If it goes unstable, it shows me. If it's not, it's not. I just turned off the Wi-Fi on my phone. We're smooth sailing. Yes, 70 to 69. Bearcats got the win. You're gonna cut me off even more than you usually do because you're trying to do your the connection's lagging shtick. You're the worst. You're so bad.
What?
Okay. Anyway, you're the worst.
Bearcats. Come on, Mitchy. The fans
got a little bit.
70 to 69.
Yeah. Anyway, wild game. But Bearcats are firmly in a spot where they need to win the entire American Conference tournament to get into the NCAA tournament. Our starting point guard, David DeJulius, just opted out of the season due to mental health issues that he's had from COVID. Long story short. So that was brutal. Also, you want to talk about some brutal timing. I didn't know that happened. And I basically posted Tulane UC on play-by-play Mitch, and I put sad faces because it was at 4 p.m. on Friday. All right. Then I go to post the follow-up videos explaining that I'm pissed that it's 4 p.m. on a Friday. I can't do the stream and be working. You gotta be kidding me. Mark Emmett, you're the worst. Anyway, I'm saying that video. I got a call in the middle of uploading those videos, and I forgot that they never posted. I get a DM from Cheska saying, "What are these sad faces about?" And then I was like, "Oh, that's right. I need to go and post the videos." Like an hour and a half later, I posted videos. I'm sad because they're playing at 4 p.m. Then in that time, David DeJulius makes this really heartfelt post being like, "I'm opting out of the season." See how that's bad optics there? I'm like, "Oh, I'm so sad the game's at 4."
Yeah, it's very
pretty. Even though it just came out that like the guy's going through some things. So
come on, man.
Prayers for Mr. DeJulius. Hopefully he's okay. Prayers for the Bearcats season because this one it's been a tough one. It's been a tough one. We'll see.
Yeah. Would you rather the Bearcats have a successful season this year or Mr. Julius get better? You can only pick one.
Oh gosh.
Good question.
How bad is he? No, I mean, come on, dude. I don't even know the guy. How are you gonna do that to me? I've been watching these guys and living and dying with them as one of my teams.
How about this?
Well, what is the Bearcat? What is a good season? I mean, I would rather look if he's struggling for the rest of the year and the Bearcats win the national championship. Yeah, I'll take that. If the Bearcats, miraculously win the American Conference tournament just to get into March Madness at the expense of him like having mental health issues for the rest of his life, of course not. I don't want the guy to be okay.
Wow. Okay, well, how about this? What if? Okay, so they get into the bracket, right? And they win the national championship, but I'm taking 2 of your fingers. You get to pick. Are you willing to make that investment? 2 of your fingers, and I get to pick. No, I pick one, you pick one. You pick one.
No.
Wow. Not a real fan. Okay, so maybe.
So let's talk about your team, the Utah Jazz. All right, they are
hard.
Good.
They're playing the Heat. They're playing the Heat tonight, baby. They just beat up on the fucking team the other day.
The Lakers?
No, they beat up on another team.
I mean, they just beat the Lakers by
Oh yeah,
25.
I watched that game. I was only on the Jazz -9. No, they played another team the other day. Give me a second.
I'm saying, but like that was the most noteworthy one. The Lakers are really good. They absolutely smacked them.
They didn't have AD. I mean, we fucking killed them. What are you talking about?
I mean, they still had LeBron.
Dude, I was watching. I was so funny. I was in the because we watched the games on the same link now. By the way, you're welcome for giving me that. Unbelievable. But
Never use that thing.
we watched they've got like the live chat on the side of the screen. Dude, these people hate LeBron. I didn't realize that until I watched that game. Dude, literally every other person is like LeBum, LeBench, LeBum, 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 LeBench. Just people don't like LeBron, man. I think why? I don't get it. Yeah, it was the Lakers. 114-89. We smacked them around, bub. By we, I mean obviously me, because I'm a fan of the team.
Mm-hmm. Who was it you were saying hates LeBron?
Everybody hates LeBron, apparently. Which I kind of get it. He's just a dumb guy to look at.
Yeah. Here. Hang on 1 second. I think it's a Bluetooth issue.
Yeah, for sure, Mitchy. That's just for the fans at home, though. I mean, this guy's always talking about, oh, we want to build the brand, we want to build the business, we want to better. And this, hey, what's up, buddy?
You're so annoying, dude. No, but I had to check. I had to figure out what was happening because my connection's never bad like this. Like you were like cutting out. These guys hate LeBron. They're always like, LeBron did really fast, and then it cut out. Like I had no idea what you were saying. This was just bad connection
there. Wired in. I gotta.
Oh God! Don't even. I won't drop any names from our any of our potential colleagues, but don't throw that around. It's not my fault.
It's not my.
I have an Ethernet cable.
I do have an Ethernet cable. I got Google Fiber. I got good internet.
Good for you, bub. Really, really happy about
it. We were over at your house. You're like, hey, by the way, like if more than 2 devices are on the internet, it's gonna slow down. I wonder whose internet it is, Mitchy, huh?
I live by myself, Antony.
So do I.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do. There's no one else in this house except me. I'm the only person that lives in this house.
Is that right?
Is this what it feels like to talk to me all the time? Just making insane, wrong, incorrect takes, and then you having to defend yourself? Like, yes, I live by myself.
Okay.
Whole point is grow up. Let's talk about stuff, man. Let's talk about what about football stuff, huh? We got some basketball stuff. Ooh, what about that, huh?
Yeah, what you got?
Let's go with I came prepared. To NFL.com. Russell Wilson. We talked about Deshaun Watson last time, and let's talk about Russell Wilson. What are you thinking here, Bob? Give me a. Well, actually, because Mitchy, explain to the fans at home. What's this show called?
AQT with Mitchy Steez.
Now, Mitchy, explain to the folks at home. What's an AQT?
That's Anthony's quick takes. So
let me give you a quick.
So far, he's been doing a bad job. I should have introed that to begin with. He's supposed to give quick thoughts.
You're the host of the show.
Could have fooled me. Anyway, yeah. So what do you got on? You tell me. I wanted to talk about Russell Wilson as well. What do you got on?
I don't know. I got a quick take for you. What the fuck? That's my quick take, right? What's going on down in Seattle? We're up in Seattle, huh? They're throwing too many fish around. It's cold. It's rainy.
Yeah, great stuff. I think that of the teams that he listed, right? The Bears make the least sense for sure. Now they have a good defense. If he goes there, I don't know. I mean, he's awesome, but I can't see him going there. I think bottom line is he'll stay in Seattle. Yeah. The fact that he threw the Dolphins out there.
No, he didn't throw the Dolphins out. He said Raiders, Cowboys, Saints, and the 4th team.
No.
Yeah.
He said Raiders, Saints, Dolphins, Bears.
He did not. because
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
I promise you he didn't, Mitchy. This is what it feels like to talk to me. I fucking
No, he legitimately threw the Dolphins
much
in
money?
there. And
How much money do you want to put on?
On PMT,
I'll show you I'll show you Adam Schefter pictures right now I'll show you the tweets. He said, like, I do not have interest in going to the Dolphins at this time. That's a quote from him. He didn't say the Dolphins one of the 4 teams. I'll put money on it right now, Mitchy. I'll look it up. How much you want to do? $5?
No.
Okay.
I got my information from PMT. So
you're not confident in you $2. $2. Let me take $2 of your dollars, huh?
No.
No grit. No grit.
Do you guys like this, by the way? You guys like this, Antony's quick takes with me leading the way? Because I barely even got a word off there. Anyway, I don't think he's going anywhere.
Cowboys, Saints, Raiders, Bears. You were wrong. I'll take my money.
I'm just saying, I just listened to PMT. I'm sorry that I didn't also go on Twitter and stalk what Adam Schefter said. And they specifically talked about how he was listing off places he would like to live because the Bears were a random one, right? Where he was like, I would like to live in Vegas. I would like to live in Miami. I would like to go to the Saints because they're awesome. And then he had the Bears in there. So I didn't know that he listed the Cowboys. Yeah. I don't know. That's it's interesting there because if you're the Cowboys, I would take him for sure if I could get something for Dak Prescott. That's just
trade.
I want to say it's not going to happen, but I feel like Jerry Jones is one that could do something like that. He could pull that off.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, I like Russell. He's not like I don't know. He's one of those weird guys. Because like he's really, really fucking good sometimes, but like he's super good considering what the weapons that he has on offense. Like it's very surprising how his career's gone so far. I don't know. I mean, he's had what? Now he basically has one good receiver. You could name. I mean, Baldwin was pretty good for a bunch of years. There was like Sidney Rice at one point, but like he's never had an O line. Ever. He's the most sacked quarterback, I think, in the league by far over the last half decade. He's never had any like crazy legitimate weapons. I mean, like he's had the Marshawn Lynch's. He's had some good pieces, but nothing like the Megatron mixed with, here's Fitzgerald and like the Murray. The Murray's got Hopkins. Murray's got Fitzgerald. He's got Kenyon Drake. He's got all these pieces, right? I don't know. I like Russell Wilson. Fun fact about Russell Wilson, little taker here, works out, trains his body 363 days a year. Takes off Thanksgiving, takes off Christmas. Other than that, he's in the gym working. I don't know if he's like working. He's probably not strength training, but he trains every single fucking day, Mitchy.
Thank you for that quick take.
You're welcome.
I was waiting for you to add in there. Now, he has had some really good defenses because I'm not sure on which program it was, but I'm pretty sure it was the last thing that we put out. I basically said the exact same things that you were talking about with Russell Wilson. And I said, don't get me wrong. Doug Baldwin was really good, but he wasn't like, I literally said this.
On the blog?
No, I didn't blog about the Seattle Seahawks and Russell Wilson's legacy. It was on this show. This kid doesn't even listen to his own show.
Yeah, that's fair.
I agree with you, though. Obviously, that's why I said those same things on the last episode. I mean, he's awesome. I don't agree as much with like he's really good. Like anybody that's like really good is always going to be really good sometimes. How many guys are really, really, really good all the time? Like, well, but I mean like in the NFL.
Mahomes.
There's going to be times where he's not, like the Super Bowl. Like that game in the Falcons game when I made it my lock.
Really good in the Super Bowl. Considering what was going on, like him having
No, he wasn't, dude. His line, dude, everyone says that, but like, yeah, his line was bad, but I've seen people do better with a poor offensive line than that.
How many drops did he have in the Super Bowl? I mean, Tyreek Hill, boink, drop. Kelsey, boink, drop. I mean, like, dude, Patrick Mahomes, even in the game where he threw fucking 75% of his interceptions this year against the Dolphins, he still showed up and creamed us. Patrick Mahomes is really, 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 really good. Russell Wilson.
All the time. How about that Falcons game where I made it my mortal lock that it was going to be the over, and they barely won 17-14 against the Atlanta Falcons? Was he really, 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 really good in that game?
Did they win the game?
That doesn't mean that so you think every game Russell Wilson has won. He's been really, really good.
It's a win. Yeah. He was good enough.
I'm pretty sure there was a playoff game that he threw like 4 interceptions.
Yeah. Did they win the game?
Really good in that game.
Did they win the game?
You're an idiot.
I'm not an idiot. That's common sense. It's all about
What do you think? Hey, do you think he's going anywhere or no?
I don't. I think he's gonna stay in Seattle. I think I don't know, man. I think there might be a bit of a regime change coming up here. I don't know. Pete Carroll. No, actually, didn't Pete Carroll just sign an extension? I feel like. I don't know. But I don't know. I like Russell Wilson. I want to see him succeed. He's obviously in the same draft class as Ryan Tannehill, which still kind of gives me agita to this day. Because we spent a first rounder on Tanny, and then they got him for a fucking discount third. But either way, I like Russell. I think he's gonna stay in Seattle though. That's my AQT. You just gotta work on maybe getting him out quicker, I guess. You know. All right. Next. Let's go to the next topic here, Mitchy. What do we got here? We got LaShawn McCoy is interested in playing in 2021 for the right team. I'm guessing that the right team is the person that gets to the Super Bowl and then has LaShawn McCoy as an inactive player. Thoughts?
Yeah, I'm sorry. What was that story again?
God damn it.
Go ahead. No, it didn't cut out. I just wasn't listening. Something about I didn't get any of it.
Just the fans at home know right now. Mitchy's playing a character, and that character.
I'm really not. I was trying to find where I had a picture. I can't remember which blog I had the picture of Mark Emmert, the NCAA guy. I can't remember which blog I had that on.
Oh, I saw that in the media library when I put it the other day. Let's get some news here. Let's get some news.
Yeah.
Ooh, Texans remain unwilling to talk to the Deshaun Watson about the trade. Let's look at the.
Wait, okay. The Texans are unwilling to talk to Watson about the trade?
Yeah. And Deshaun Watson, every single time the Texans like say anything, Deshaun's like, no.
Congratulations to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers on winning Super Bowl 55 and to Tom Brady.
Cynthia Froyland.
Hey, can you? Oh, cool. We don't have to even change it. This guy.
Yeah.
This is the guy we're going to count on to make the right decisions for the National Basketball Association.
Yeah, guys. That guy's.
All right. So, yeah, Deshaun, I think sorry. Quick take. What's going to happen with Deshaun Watson at the start of this season?
He'll get traded. It's just that simple. Because
Where?
I don't know. I keep saying probably like the Niners or the Panthers, or I'm thinking right now. But no, he'll get traded. I mean, the Texans, if they're holding an asset, but the asset that like the Texans right now are holding a really, 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 really nice round peg, but the Texans currently possess a square hole, right? Like they just can't work with them. They can't. Like you have an awesome player, like you have to get rid of a guy like that. If he's just unwilling to listen, to talk. He talked. I guess Deshaun talked with the head coach Cawley the other day, and was just like, "Yeah, man, that's super cool. Nice to meet you, but I don't really want to play here."
Yeah.
I don't think he's gonna be there anymore, man. We talk about Deshaun every single week. I feel like.
Yeah, I mean it's kind of the main NFL story. I would like to see. I'm pulling up. Where did the Texans draft?
They don't have a first or a second.
What?
Yeah, we own that shit. We own them because of the Laramie Tunsil trade.
Oh, geez. Dude,
Yeah.
they're so done.
Yeah, they're done. They're in trouble. Dude, here's what I want to see, though. I want to see some fucking blockbuster trade. I want to see – we keep hearing about these 3-4 team trades. I want to see that. I've never seen a multiple team trade before, to my knowledge. In the NFL, I think that'd be fucking sick. between like the Raiders, maybe dude, what if Russell Wilson's part of that trade? We got the Raiders, Seahawks, Texans, and like Saints get in there or something like that. Dude, fucking 4-team trade, all sorts of moving pieces. That'd be dope.
That would be insane.
Let's go to the power.
The multiple team trades are tough for me to wrap my head around at times.
Yeah, that's true. Let's go to the we got a little power rankings here, courtesy of NFL.com. Number 1, Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Number 2, Kansas City Chiefs. I think they put a lot of work into this, Mitchy. What they did was they put the number 1 team as the team that won the Super Bowl, and the number 2 team as the team that didn't win the Super Bowl. So
yeah, just work backwards from there. Where are the Bengals at in there? I'm gonna guess.
Let's work our way backwards. So common tip. Now, number 3, Green Bay Packers. I can see that. Number 4, Buffalo Bills.
No.
Oh, you know what they did there as well, Mitchy? They did the 2 teams that were in the NFC and AFC championships games, but they lost. They put those 2 teams at 3 and 4. So they've got someone really working hard on there. Number 5.
You said that we were going to have commentary every now and then if you're going to go through every single one of these. I was about to provide some of that. So the Buffalo Bills, I do really like a lot of things about them. Not this year though. I don't think. I think they'll be like good, but I think they're going to have a little bit of a. I think them and the Browns both. Right. This was like their year where they were finally like actually good again, and then everyone got excited about them. They did more than they've done in decades, either of those franchises, with winning a playoff game. I think there's going to be a letdown year for both of them.
I don't know, man. Obviously, I watch more Bills games than you do, but and you watch more Browns games than I do, probably, right? But dude, I'm telling you, man, the Bills are legit. The Bills are legit. I can't really speak on the Browns. I just think it's Browns. It's Brownsy to. I don't know, dude. The Browns got a great head coach. Kevin Stefanski. They got a great head coach. Seems like there's a big time culture change, but it just would make sense for the Browns to suck this next year, right? Just after getting, they fucking go 5-11 or something like that. Just be like, that's the most Browns thing ever. I don't know. I don't think the Bills are going to go back to the AFC Championship game, but Bills are going to go 11-5 or better next year. It's that unless Josh Allen gets injured, because he's pretty much the piece of that entire puzzle. But
yeah, no, I think they'll be good, but I think you disagreed with me at the end of that. I think.
I don't think so.
My point. I'm not saying that. I wasn't saying either of them are going to be 5-11. But when you put the Bills at number 4 best team in the NFL, they're not going to be that. I don't think.
What we got here? We got Ravens at 5, New Orleans Saints at 6. I vehemently disagree with the Saints being at 6. I think the Saints have.
Hey, hold on. Who is at 5?
The Ravens. We got Ravens at number 5. Yeah,
I don't really like either of those.
The Ravens are good, but I don't know if they're 5 good. And I don't think I don't know if this is based currently right now, but I think the Saints are not the Saints have an overall, they got a decent roster, but they're $70 million over the cap right now, with the very, very uncertain future with the quarterback situation there. I think the Saints are going to stink this year, Mitchie. I think they're going to have a shitter of a year. Yeah,
the quarterback situation is really the biggest thing for them. But I want to rewind a little bit here. Let's circle back. The Ravens, you said the Ravens are good. I don't know if they're that good. I thought after they lost that one playoff game, they were frauds.
They're frauds. No, they're frauds. That's what I'm saying. I think here's the thing. The Ravens.
Actually, everybody on that list is a fraud, folks. Other than the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, because everybody on that list lost their last game.
Well, no, I think the Bucs.
31 frauds in the NFL right now.
The Bucs are frauds because it's obviously the COVID year. There's an asterisk next to their Super Bowl win, but also they're going to lose a lot of key pieces this offseason, so they're soon to be frauds because they're probably going to lose a game at some point next year.
They're going to lose a game at some point. Yeah, they're going to lose a bunch of pieces.
They might. Shaq Barrett, he's not coming back. Chris Godwin open.
You want to know about Shaq Barrett?
Tell me about Shaq Barrett.
I'll tell you about Shaq Barrett. You know who had him? The Cincinnati Bengals. The Bengals had him for a workout. They were about to sign him. Our medical staff did not clear him. He didn't pass the physical with our medical staff. The Buccaneers signed him the next day, and then he became, I don't know, top 3, impact players on the defense in the NFL.
I've heard of a guy named Dante Culpepper. You ever heard of a guy named Drew Brees, Mitchy Steez? Huh? Doctors couldn't clear Drew Brees because of his shoulder. Fuck you. There you look at him. He's just disappearing. What a handsome mug, though, right? What a handsome mug, huh? What a good guy. Anyways, that is true. That stinks. Here's what I'm going to say about Shaq Barrett. I think he's the biggest fraud in the league. I think he's a pretty good player. And here's what I do know. The Jaguars are going to pay him $100 million, and he's going to be the next Julius Thomas. He's going to be out of the league in 3 years. The Jags guaranteed. I'm putting money on it right now. The Jacksonville Jaguars will give Shaq Barrett $100 million. I'm telling you. It'll probably be like a 5-year, $85 million contract with like $42 million guaranteed or something like that. It'll just be insane. It might be more. Dude, Matthew fucking Judon. The Ravens said to Matthew Judon, we'll give you $16.5 million. And Matthew fucking Judon said, nope. Are you kidding? Dude, Matthew Judon is absolutely going to be the next Paul Kruger. He's going to be the next Paul Kruger. He's literally going to be the next a guy who was good at setting the edge in Baltimore, goes to Cleveland, dead in 2 years. I'm telling you. The Jaguars are going to fuck themselves this offseason again. Either way. Ravens, Saints.
Yeah, so I was pulling up Shaq Barrett's stats because you're so dumb.
He's good. He's a lot of sacks.
You say he's a fraud. Anyway, he's a fraud that somebody that is also good that you just said that has a lot of sacks, that he's the fraud that Jacksonville would give $100 million to. So but when I went to Tampa Bay's whatever little thing on ESPN.com, I saw a Lenny headline. Bucks would be, quote, elated to extend Brady's contract. It's like, no shit. I mean, like, who? I guess that maybe there was some type of story where they came out and said that, but it's just like, wow, Tampa Bay, it seems like you have stumbled into the greatest quarterback of all time, and it looks like he's not slowing down. Would you like to keep him around a little bit longer? Oh, we'd be elated. We'd be elated to do so. Like, wow, way to ask the hard-hitting questions. But let's look at Shaq Barrett. I'm not even trying to, these actual numbers. My dad, my father gets fired up about Shaq Barrett. Every play he made in the Super Bowl, there he is. We had him. Right? And I'm exactly the same way. Oh, there's the guy that we couldn't pass him for a physical.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I wonder how me watching the Saints play since roughly 2006 makes me feel itchy. I can totally, I bet we're in the same exact boat. Yeah, you're in what a terrible situation you've gone through.
Shut up. Anyway, 14. Okay, so 57 total tackles, 8 sacks, 12.5 tackles for loss.
He only had 8 this year because last year he had like fucking 7. He had like last year I think he had like 16 to 18. Dude, he had a sack. He had like 5 sacks in one game last year. Like he was putting up numbers last year. But someone is going to overpay. Promise you, Mitchell.
He is 28 now. The kid had 3 sacks in the NFC Championship game. He had another one in the Super Bowl.
It's happening more often.
ESPN.com sucks.
Yeah, same with NFL. They're just playing these fucking videos trying to get their ads. By the way, we should definitely be doing the blog. We should do the same exact thing. As soon as you go to ntogents.com, fucking 7 videos start playing in the background, and they're all in different spots, but you have to click on pop-ups to get to the videos. That'll be good. Anyway, let's keep working down the power rankings, Mitchy. Come on, huh? What do we got here? Plot twist. You want to guess if they just took the last 2 playoff teams that were playing before them? Yes, they did. Seahawks at number 7, Rams at number 8. I I'm pretty sure NFL. Who wrote this article? Because I'm pretty sure they're just a fucking ape. Yeah, Dan Hands is just a gorilla, an ape.
Yeah. No, some things just get like automated. I don't even know what program they run on that website to get things going, but like there's some legit articles. But every time I click, I go to the Gamecast for UC to screenshot and then put it up and be like, oh, this is the game I'm doing, whatever. Every time it's like it's updated already with like Cincy looks to beat Tulsa, and like they have like an algorithm that like fills it in, and it's like what you need to know. Here's the guy that has the most points scored for this team. Here's the guy, like it's the most basic. Like I'm not saying you need to have somebody writing an article. Good, you could pay a guy to do it, but you don't have to have someone writing an article about every Cincinnati, game in the American Conference. But that's just like a lot of their website. Hey, here's what I'm going to go ahead and cut you off on the NFL power rankings, given the fact that this is supposed to be more basketball focused.
Let me just find out where the Bengals are real quick. All right. So we got.
Okay. Yeah. I asked you where the Bengals were, and you're like, okay, number 3,
Rams.
the Packers. What do you think?
Seahawks, Rams, Browns, Steelers at 10. Okay. Titans at 11. Dolphins at 12. Let's go. 49ers, Colts, Chargers, Cardinals, Bears. It's not looking good here, Mitchy. Reds football team, Raiders, Vikings, Falcons, Cowboys. Still haven't gotten the Bengals yet.
I think we're better than a lot of those teams.
Patriots, Panthers, Giants, Eagles, Broncos, Texans, Bengals. You're at 29. Lions are at 30. The Jets are at 31. And the Jaguars are at 32, Bob. Hey, 29 is not that bad. But when you counter in that there's 32 and you're 29 out of 32.
Dude, we have Joe Burrow. You're telling me the Texans are better than the Bengals right now? Going into this year?
No, I think actually that's exactly what they have the Texans at 20. They have what a fucking
dude, so many of those teams suck. I'm not saying we're great, but the Bengals are gonna be
we're
gonna be frisky this year. But all right. I'm gonna learn you up here.
Learn me up,
on what's going on with college basketball. So they do this really fun thing in college sports. In football and in basketball, they like to they have rankings and different people, they got an AP top 25. That's the actual top 25. And then we have a coaches poll. So picked by the coaches, which is like basically the same thing with a couple teams switched around and doesn't actually maybe count for anything, but we're not sure. Yeah. And then we have guys like Joe Lunardi, who it seems like know more than either of these two, and they tell you who's going to be at what seed in the tournament. All right. But what we're looking at is these 3. I mean, Ohio State's good too, but these 3 up at the top, absolute monsters on the offensive end. You are one of those guys. Can you hear me still?
I can hear you. I'm just
okay. Cool. You were just very still, making sure. You are one of those guys, and there's a lot of people like this that talk about, oh man, the NBA. It's just such a better product, such a higher quality product. And to which, first of all, I want to call attention to any of those people and say, no shit. The best players from this, only the best ones, go to the pros. Obviously, they're going to be better overall because not everyone in college makes it to the pro. Like, get over it, dude. Like, if you like the sport, you like the sport. I like watching high-level varsity high school basketball, but I have an understanding that the Division I players, only the best from that go to. It's so stupid. It's like,
tell them to grow up. Don't fun over it. Tell them to grow up.
Yeah, grow up. It's an absolute blast to watch these guys. But here's my point. Even if that is your argument, if you watch these 3, I would lump Ohio State in there as well offensively. It's not every single one of those players is going to be a star in the NBA or even go to the NBA, but it's fun to watch. These guys are putting up like 80, 90 points a game. Gonzaga is like, they are legit, man. They're nasty. Michigan just played Iowa last night. Another good team, obviously in the top 10. How about the Big Ten in basketball, by the way? they're feisty. I mean, we got Michigan, OSU, Illinois at 3-4-5 right there. But anyway, Michigan smacked Iowa last night, beat them by like 25. And that was not even, it was a close game at halftime. They just, so that's a quick rundown. Those three are probably going to be chalk to go to the Final Four. That would be my guess. Of course, that's what makes March Madness March Madness. It could happen. Anybody can get beat. But I think those three, I don't see, it depends on the matchup. I don't see them losing until at least the Elite Eight.
So is that one of your is that a take, Mitchy, that the three best teams currently are going to continue?
Yeah, that's my take.
I love it. I know. I already know who's going to win this tournament. I already do. You want to give the fans at home, get the folks home, give them a prediction. Who's going to win the tournament?
I think it's going to be Baylor.
You're wrong, Mitchy.
It's going to be Gonzaga.
Almost heaven. West Virginia, Blue Ridge Mountain. I'm calling them right now, Mitchy. West Virginia. I love that team. I'm a WVU alum. They're winning it all, baby. They're gonna go to the Elite Eight. They're gonna go to the Final 16. They're gonna go to the Final Four, the Big Two, and they're gonna win it all. I'm telling you right now.
What if they started calling it that? They win their Final Four game, and now it's only down to the Big Two.
The big old
dumb thing. All right, look at this though. Here's something. Now I like West Virginia too because Bob Huggins is my guy. He got screwed out of being at UC, and they would have been awesome for years. But anyway, West Virginia. Here's what worries me. They're number 10 in the AP poll.
Yeah.
But when you ask the guys, when you ask the men that are down on the hardwood, the coaches, they're all the way down at 13.
Oh, guess what, baby? See this on my shoulders? Couple chips on my shoulder, baby. That's just added motivation. They're going to coast. They're going to fight with the fingernails. They're going to get there.
This is fun to look at. Look at some of these down at the bottom. Some of these teams that are, so let's look at a Missouri, right? Missouri's number 24 in the AP poll. And they got to be like, come on, coaches, huh? The coaches don't think we're good enough, huh? And then we got Oregon that's like, come on, AP poll, what numbers are you using? All the coaches think we're the 23rd best team. See, none of this shit even matters when we get down to this. But yeah. Anyway, that's a quick look. How about Virginia and Virginia Tech, huh? In both polls, they're right next to each other. Yeah.
Hey, we bet on Virginia. We put money on, I think we bet on Virginia Tech.
Virginia Tech, yeah. And it worked out very well.
They killed them.
Anyway, my dark horse, since even you said, I thought you were going to do the obvious. You're like, oh, is your hot take that the best teams are the best teams? But if you actually watched, like that has happened where all four number ones go to the Final Four, something like that. It's not crazy to say that, but I think it's like the way this season has gone, more obvious in my opinion than it's been in recent memory, that the teams that have been up at the top three since, I don't know, early February are probably going to basically walk to the Final Four. That would be my guess. But then again, anything can happen. And I like your pick of West Virginia. I thought you were going to say my pick, who's going to win? Gonzaga, because they were number one. But my dark horse would be Houston for sure. They are awesome. And I've obviously watched a lot of Houston. I think I've watched more of each of these teams than you have by far, and some of them I haven't even watched.
That's
like I've checked in on like a score accidentally of a Creighton game probably, and that's more than you. So
no, I've bet on Creighton games before.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Didn't think of that.
But I don't know anything about Florida State this year.
Indians, Seminoles.
I don't know anything about Arkansas either. Here's a fun fact for you. SEC basketball, ready? Tennessee, Missouri, Arkansas. I know we got Bama in here as well. Anybody else? Let's look. Bama, number 6. That's 4 SEC teams that are in the top 25. You know who's not in there? The University of Kentucky.
Yeah, fuck those guys in that Calamar, huh?
Calamar?
Yeah, that's with the calamari.
Yeah.
It's Calipari. There's a.
I want to look and see. We can wrap up. We can wrap up with some UK talks. I gotta get running in here. It's been great. Oh, Arkansas knocked off number 6 Alabama. That's all we need to know. Look, how about that? Number 20 Arkansas's big run flusters number 6 Alabama.
Wait, click it. Let's see if the who wrote that. Let's see if that was a computer-generated article or not, because that sounds computery. Big run.
With 2 ranked teams, they might have had a real person. It had been nearly a quarter century since Arkansas had played a ranked team at home, let alone beaten one there. All right.
One Staples. Yeah, that's a real person definitely wrote that. Eric Muscle Man. Muscle Man. I like that. It's probably like, what is it pronounced? Like Musulman?
Oh yeah. They could be a dark horse in the tournament with Muscle Man as the coach.
Muscle. I mean, with a name like Muscle Man. I mean, come on.
Wait, what? This is a weird little part. Had to change clothes after the game. The celebration was that wet after the Crimson Tide had won the team's first meeting by 31 points.
Muscle Man's all about that whap. That whap, Mitchy.
Oh gosh.
Oh,
Let me
boy.
look here. We got Muscle Man running plays for Moses Moody.
That sounds like a character on Harry Potter. Moses Moody. This is crazy, man. The Razorbacks. Anyway, so I feel like we should talk about it versus just like reading the article live and highlighting things. You know, maybe like we talk about the games. And so,
oh, look at this. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot, COVID. You were gonna actually, how about that? We didn't even know. Look how dumb we are. We didn't even know this. West Virginia was supposed to play Baylor. Game got canceled. I said Baylor was going to win it all. You said West Virginia. So we'll get to see, hopefully.
look.
It's right here. Look at these standings. Look at Kentucky, huh? Look at Kentucky, 8-13. Are you kidding me?
Oh,
They still could mess around and win that SEC tournament, though. But, I mean, Kentucky this season, holy cow.
yeah, Duke.
Oh, look. Okay, they have won 3 in a row now. I saw they beat Tennessee. Gosh, they lost to Tennessee in the worst beat I maybe have ever had in my life. Look, they lost this game by 11. They were up by 14. I had them like +8.
Oh,
They lost by 11. Yeah, it was ridiculous. But yeah, I mean, just brutes. Look at this. A 12-point loss to the Richmond Spiders. You kidding me? They beat Morehead State.
the Spiders.
Kids on my team from Morehead State. They are not a team that win shouldn't count. My goodness. You lose to Georgia Tech by 17. Georgia Tech? They were probably, this UK team was probably happy that their game against Detroit University was canceled. I mean, just awful. Alabama thumps them. A bunch of close losses.
Yeah. Don't they stink?
Anyway, great stuff, man. Great stuff. I tell you what, it's looking like we're going to need to wind this thing down a little bit. Thank goodness I got us over to basketball since we did promise the fans that, and we could talk a little bit about basketball. Any final thoughts from you, Mr. Paisan, on the new Friday morning structure, on college basketball, on the NBA? We only really talked about the Utah Jazz because you spent 95% of it talking about the power rankings in the NFL. Yeah, any last thoughts?
I would say I don't know, college basketball is cool.
All right.
Here's the superior product though, Mitchy. Right here. See that? So, oh, by the way, I brought this. I'm gonna bring this to Miami. It's a new food, and I got a little. Or should I deflate this and bring this to Miami? You think?
Yeah,
I'll do that. Maybe I'll just keep it undeflated, like fully inflated. Put it in the bag, and bring that down. Do some. What's your favorite route to run? What's your favorite? Because we're gonna be doing some route running. We're gonna be doing some foosball with Lenny, the blockhead. What kind of routes you gonna be running, bub?
I cannot decide if I don't think I really want to tell you because I think my favorite route I want to burn you on.
Shut up. What is it, like a stop? It's probably a stop and go.
Yeah,
I was gonna,
something like that.
My favorite one's a stop. I love a stop and go. Here's what I'm thinking we do. You and me, we go into it with the strategy, right? You and me are going to go, it's going to be slants. It's going to be crossers. It's going to be 2-yard hitches. It's going to be like little turnaround screens. And we just do that over and over and over and over and over until Lenny comes down. And that's when you hit him with a stop and go and just his lower body gets destroyed. That's when
Folks, Antony thinks we're going to be running routes for like an hour and a half. No, I think my favorite route against either of you two guys will be to run straight as fast as I can and you can just throw it to me after like 3 seconds.
That's probably it. I'm not very fast.
But so here's the problem is that I can just see how you guys are gonna. I'm not gonna take. I don't really want to do a little 5-yard hitch, but I think that both of you guys are gonna play 15 yards off the ball. Yeah. So I don't know how I'm gonna approach this. I have a hard like 25-second stop. Okay, so wrap it up. Do your thing where you ask me to say something else and stop it.
Say yeah, wear tight clothing because if you wear baggy clothing, I'm gonna hold and you're going to the ground mid route. Anyways, Mitchy, we got 25 seconds. Why don't you say words and then I stop the recording while you're mid thought?
Okay. Well, there is actually